Hi, this is the monthly horoscope for Capricorn for the month of October 2023. Hello, my Cappies. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. And thank you for everyone who has. I won't be doing the weekly horoscopes this week. I will be resuming them around Thursday, if not Friday or Saturday. So I'll do them a little bit earlier. I'm going to have the daily horoscopes up on Sunday, so stay tuned for that. Or you can check out my TikTok. Make sure to like this video so you can help it grow and let people know that I do free monthly horoscopes for the astrology. So on October 4th at 8:08 p.m., Mercury enters Libra, and you have a stellium in Libra as well with midheaven, with Zeus, Mercury. We have the sun still in there. So there's a lot of emphasis on this. So this is a beautiful time for growth happening, busy time for career. For some of you, there could be another source of money coming in, so you could get monetized on the social media. For some of you, you could be looking for a holiday job to earn more money. You need to be acknowledged and feel appreciated at this time. This can be a positive time for jobs. Any job that deals with communications, like post office or gym or trainers at the gym or anything with communications. You can be butting heads with those in authority, or those in authority can be pushing their weight around on you, or it could just be dominating people at work, can be throwing their weight around at you, because Mars does not do well in a stellium, okay? You require frequent changes of settings or activities to remain stimulated and challenged. You're skilled at bringing fresh energy to your conversations or to your job, perhaps because you need stimulation. You can be getting into power struggles with your partner or dominating people in your life. If you're in a leadership position, you can find other people trying to test you. You need to feel like other people care about you, so you can feel like other people are attacking you when they are not. You can be too much in your feelings. Not the best time to go assuming. You think you know, but you don't, okay? Don't try to predict what other people are thinking at this time, because you could be way off with this energy. On the 8th, Venus moves into Virgo, where it's a detriment in the sign of Virgo. It's a fail. Okay, at 9:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 8th, in your 9th house, where it's all right. Romantic and social contacts are made through university, church, long journeys. Okay, this person could live like an hour away from you, which you'll take for pleasure. You're strongly attracted to foreigners or those of another race or religion, although you often try to convert your loved ones into your philosophical or religious views. Your high ideals regarding love. Your relationships with your in-laws are harmonious and profitable for some of you. You have a keen intuition. You may travel for business purposes. It is a good time for publishing, signing legal contracts. It is common to form a new love relationship at this time, resulting of a meeting someone new. Okay, be careful of your spending. New investments usually fare well. For some of you, this could be the birth of a child. Okay, you may have to travel for business purposes. You don't expect to derive much pleasure from traveling. Travel may prove inconvenient, so you could be running a lot of errands around your town all day long and realize you didn't even do the first thing that you wanted to accomplish. You may not wish to leave where you're traveling to. So those of you who are backpacking it in Europe, you may not want to leave. Or if you're in Japan, you may not want to leave, and you could be trying to get a visa. Legal or contractual obligations may prove to be burdensome at this time, or this could be you trying to stay in a country that you're in because you love it and you're trying not to leave, but your visa may be expired, or your work visa may be expired. You may be having a difficult time getting a job. Okay, so it could be something like that going on during this time period as well. Okay. Then on the 10th, Pluto goes direct, so the weight of the world is off your shoulders. You are no longer sitting on your hands about things, but I feel like you'll be more action oriented, or you may feel more energized on the 27th with this energy. You start to become more action oriented after the 27th. You're more out and about and wanting to participate more in your life. For some of you, not all of you, love relationships can be fragile. You can have something heavy on your mind. You can be reevaluating how much you do for others, especially financially, or even if you want to continue on with certain relationships in general, especially with family outside the home, or this could be with a marriage. This could be someone in your life like family, putting you in crisis when there's really no crisis, because they're trying to talk you out of your money and you realizing it. I feel with the solar eclipse energy, or during this time period till the solar eclipse energy in Libra, it's a time of important relationships leaving your life, or you could be removing yourself from difficult situations. This is a karmic time with Zeus in Libra in your 10th house. You have karmic lessons in the unions and marriages by learning to sacrifice more and compromising more to the point where it breaks your ego. You must change your inner consciousness because divorce won't change anything. You have a strong commitment to peace and strong artistic tendencies. You're impractical in work, resulting in the ability to get along with superiors or to hold job, or your reputation may suffer due to unreliability or dishonesty on your job. Your parents aren't much help, and your father is evades his responsibilities, or father could be an alcoholic. On the 12th at 12:04 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mars enters Scorpio in the 11th house. So now you have a stellium here because of Perspenia Adamento series, and now Mars is in there in your 11th house. So this is a great time for forward movement in regards to career. You could be learning something new in regards to career. You can be super competitive at this time with other people. You can be making friends with people of power and influences at this time with this energy. You tend to want to make friends with people in power, but then also you get really competitive with them and you want to one-up them with this energy. This is a good time for sorting out differences with neighbors and relatives. Education and technical subjects is favored. Your acquaintances may have shady connections or ulterior motives. You generally only keep a few close friends anyways. You can feel a little appreciated that people are keeping you in the loop, and the tea is piping hot this month. Changes happening at work, but keep your feet planted. There could be some tentative good news happening. Just keep it to yourself for now and allow whatever good to come your way. Direct your energy towards your friendships and group activities. You're a social leader and born promoter, but you may be too pushy and demanding. If mentally alert, energy is used for social reforms. You're energetic, enthusiastic, and work hard to achieve your goals, both materially and spiritually. You can be more of a place of yes at this time. Just be careful what you get yourself involved in, because some of it may not be, you may regret your decision later on. Then on the 14th at 1:55 p.m., the new moon solar eclipse in Libra, you have a stellium in your 10th house. So this is a great time for climbing the corporate ladder. This can be business picking up. This is a great time for making your career goals clear. When it comes to new love, you can be dating and looking for the perfect partner to commit to. So you're just dating. A change of career is likely at this time. Your employer or superiors may be going through a difficult personal crisis and taking it out on you, unfortunately. Not the easiest time for dealing with dominating family members or live-in relationships you can be butting heads with. For some of you, it can be a difficult time to request time off because the holidays season's approaching, so you may want to do that in the beginning of October and get your time there. This may not be the easiest time for you emotionally, because you may not feel like, again, no one cares or no one really is listening to you. You're working through wounds related to feeling alienated, misunderstood, or unable to express yourself. Actually prompts you to be successful as a writer, teacher, speaker, or communicator. Then on the 22nd at 2:49 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mercury enters Scorpio in your 11th house of friendship, networks, and goals. So this is a beautiful time where you can see yourself getting busy, growth happening, lots of growth happening here, super busy, okay, business doing well, all right, growth with the media and social media happening. You can be making new friends, reconnecting with old friends, and spending more time with friends. You can be more about your social life. Friends can be trying to set you up on dates. You can have a harder time reading other people's body languages. Acquaintances may not be truthful to you as you would like them to be. This is a good time to think about practical benefits. For some of you, this could be trying to hire people to get to do to help you with your goals and whatever it is that you're trying to do at this time. So you may not be as communicative with friends during this time period as well. Your social circle may be more stable and unchanging. You have an easier time getting along with others, especially other people you don't necessarily care for, because you have the same interests or some kind of common ground that keeps you guys talking to each other. You can be making friends with the movers and shakers in your life. A great time for your popularity to increase. increase, or a great time for those of you in media and social media. You can find the bigger you get, the more challenging it is, because you can be playing the king of the hill during this time period as other people in your life get super competitive with you, even though you like the competition, but it can be a little bit daunting at times, or it can be a little bit like tricky with this energy, especially with your relationship. So you can be, you two could be one-upping each other, but then you could start getting jealous of the other person at this time. So just be careful with your relationships during this time period. Then on the 23rd at 12:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the sun enters Scorpio. Your close friends may go through a period of self-discovery or endure power struggles. Your associates may be prone to play mind tricks on you or withhold information from you. Sometimes the availability of powerful connections can be coming through. The sun takes on Aquarian traits and are stressed, and Aquarian traits are stressed here at this time. You simply want to do your own thing. You have many clear-cut objectives and usually achieve what you set out to do. You have a strong desire to gain recognition through mental achievements and inventions. You have a strong organizing ability and are usually a leader in any group you're involved in. Society and groups are important part of your life. You're apt to be a humanitarian with concerns for the universal human dignity. You make every attempt to be fair, unbiased, and impartial. You have many friends who aid you with their time, money, prestige, and power, and you in turn will bring happiness to others. You have an interest in subjects dealing with the occult, science, and inventions. On the 28th at 4:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, you may have opportunities to expand your social circle, but people who come into contact in your life now may not be right for you or stand in the way of your success for you later on. You may see increased involvement with organizations and contacts with many different kinds of people, but will probably struggle organizing different agendas. Acquisitions may have unforeseen strings attached. Your relationships should be comforting to you now. If married, your mate should be supportive of you now. You should be feeling pretty good about life at this time. Emotionally, you may tend to wear your heart on your sleeve. You may be more practical in romantic situations, and you're more prone to love at first. You're not prone to love at first sight. Soberness is the core of your self-expression now. Excitement and adventure come through travel, but you won't be able to get away from it all. Friendships or love relationships with those in foreign countries may form. Okay, the first card to come up with, depression. Yay! All right, get the hell out of your head. It's not the place to be. This is a good time period for you. It might be busy and overwhelming, but you know what? For the last several months, you guys have been absolutely bored. Absolutely. Love British accents. Oh my gosh. The 4 coins are more about your financial stability. So for some of you, this could be money worries happening here with this energy. The moon card, I feel for some of you here, this could be an emotionally confusing time for you. So try not to go there. You could be dealing with anxiety at this time with this energy here as well. So watch your emotional self. You're very sensitive at this time, and you allow things to get the best of you, or people to get the best of you. The King of Swords, this could be you being more of a realist. So you can be a bit of a pessimist. You have to touch it, see it in order to believe it during this time period as well. The 2 of Wands, I feel like you can be remaking yourself at this time. This is a time of reinvention. You're very original in your way of thinking with this energy. The 2 of Coins, you can be very cerebral and in your head, so get the hell out of your damn head. It is not the place to be. The King of Coins, you can be dealing with your partner could be more of the focus at this time with this energy here. Maybe they're more of a realist. For others, this could be dealing with people at work, management at this time. Don't read too much into what they're doing or not doing, or they could be taking things away from you. Let them, because right after that, new things are going to come in for you. So don't worry about it, okay? You could be like a really good worker, and sometimes they have to make their really good worker more available to them. So they have to take away things from them so they can add more things onto you. Okay, so don't worry about it. The King of Wands, lots of things going on here. You could be dealing with somebody that's stuck in their ways of thinking, somebody that's watching you too closely. It does not have to be management, but somebody is definitely jealous of you at this time, or just doesn't like you. Okay, it could be because you're like a stickler for the rules, which you are. Okay, Capricorns are very much the stickler for the rules, and they abide by the rules. So it could be that you don't allow this person to get away with things, you know, and they could be just trying to get away with things because they feel like they can. And you could be putting this person in their place, okay? I feel for some of you, this is a great time for learning new business skills, on the job training. The World card, the world works in your favor. So despite whatever this person is doing, stirring up trouble, stirring up the pot, don't worry. I feel like they're going to end up getting in trouble for it too, okay? And I just feel like they're just trying to get away. They're trying to see how much they can get away with, okay? And you being a stickler for the, and telling on them and being like, no, you can't do this, no, you can't do that, you know, is going to eventually, you know, eventually they're going to get fired, or they're going to get certain things taken away from them, okay? The Three of Coins, I see on the job training, a great time for business partnerships, collaborations, social networking here happening as well. So this is all business here at this time. The Four of Wands, for some of you, this can be a period of like working home, working home, working home. For others of you, I feel like, you know, you can be focusing on family and traditions happening for you. For some of you, you can be working on an international team, not a football team or anything like that. I'm talking about like business and stuff. Your business could be like global or something like that as well, okay? The High Priestess card, you can be dealing with a relationship, and this person could be emotionally unavailable as well. They could be married, or this person could be going through it emotionally, and maybe they're not interested in a relationship at this time. But this could also be you, okay? And you may not be interested in a relationship at this time in your life with this energy, okay? Which I talked about that last week as well on the weekly horoscopes. And, you know, a lot of you are not interested in a relationship at this time. So it might take you a little bit. It might take all the planets in Sagittarius to make you interested in a relationship. The Three of Cups, I feel like family and friends have a lot of influence over you. And I feel like you're a people pleaser at this time. And you tend to do what everybody else tells you to do with this energy. You may be more concerned about what other people think about you at this time with this energy. I feel for some of you here, I hear fly right. For others of you, you can be a psychic. You can be playing psychic detective and trying to predict another person's move, or trying to predict what another person is doing at this time. I feel like for some of you here, your intuition is coming out a little bit more than usual. And you could be practicing with it, or you could be trusting it a little bit more than usual as well, okay? The Seven of Swords, you can be more quiet and to yourself with this energy, and kind of keeping secrets to yourself, not telling anybody what you're feeling. The Page of Wands, I feel like for some of you, this is new beginnings here happening. I feel like you can be revolutionary in your way of thinking, or very original in your way of thinking. As I connect with this energy, and it really does not mean this, but I do feel like for some of you here, you could be dealing with an scapegoat. Okay, so be careful with this energy. Be careful what you get involved in. Be careful like what other people are trying to do at this time, because I feel like somebody could be trying to throw you under the bus at this time with this energy. The Six of Swords, I feel like this is a time of moving forward. For some of you here, get the hell out of your damn head. It is not the place to be at this time with this energy, okay? For some of you, I see spiritually traveling. You could be doing that astral projection thing, which is pretty cool, okay? So I've done it one time. It was because I was doing acupuncture. Somebody gave me acupuncture, and I literally saw my whole family in heaven. It was really nice. It was really like, oh my gosh. That was the only projecting I ever did, psychic projecting. The Page of Swords, but I probably do it a lot too, because some people be like, are you like focusing on my energy? And I'm like, yes. And they're like, I can feel you. I'm like, okay. So sometimes I do it like without noticing. But anyways, the Page of Swords, I feel like somebody could be watching you a little bit too closely at this time with this energy, or this person could be stirring up drama in your life during this time. So I would be careful. You could be bullied. I feel like this could also be children, and children could be testing their boundaries with you at this time and seeing what they can and cannot get away with this energy. Or you could be dealing with like really immature people, and they have like no common sense whatsoever. Like common sense is out the door, which is really quite convenient for you, because you could play with them. I play with people's heads. If you're like immature, I will play with you. So it could be like a situation like that going on at this time, okay? The Queen of Swords, you have a lot of influence over other people at this time. with this energy. For some of you, you need to be careful with work. I do see you getting reprimanded. I do see confrontation happening as well. Stay away from dominating people. They deserve silence during this time period. The Five of Coins, have faith that everything is going to work out in your favor. The Five of Wands, this could be on-the-job training, or you could be getting into arguments with other people with this energy here. The Tower card brings about changes. I feel like your new normal is coming up. Not the best time to travel, so be careful with traveling. The Six of Cups, for some of you, you can be going back to a place where you used to live, or you could be going back to a job transfer to where you used to work. The Queen of Coins, in the words of the great disciple Oprah Winfrey, let your wounds be your wisdom at this time with this energy. I feel like for others of you here, I feel like this can be a lot of confrontation happening here. But again, you know, just kind of go with the flow. I do feel like you could be going to a convention or maybe a holiday party, and you could be meeting your soulmate. This could also be going to a festival or a concert, and you could be making new friends there as well. This could be like a group setting, and it could be like one of those like boat trips where you go get to be with your favorite band and listen to them play kind of situation. And I feel like you could be meeting somebody there, okay? Making new friends. So wherever you go by yourself, you could be making new friends. For some of you, this could be a business expose you could be going to as well. And I feel like you've been there before. The Eight of Swords, you could be really in your head. Okay, really in your head about certain things that are going on in your life, or you're just really sensitive at this time because there's too much water in the chart at this time here, making you super sensitive here as well. For some of you, your psychic junk is trying to come out at this time, and it's trying to get you to acknowledge certain things at this time. Okay, it's trying to get, so you could be like reliving the past in your head, and you could be really, really going through it during this time period emotionally. Okay, so whatever is coming up, there's an opportunity to acknowledge it, process it, and let it go. Okay, because it just wants you to acknowledge it, because it's saying, okay, this could, because sometimes what we hold in our mind all day long causes blockages in other areas of our life. So like with money, with the things that we're trying to attract into our life, and then we can't attract it because we're going through it emotionally. Okay, so at this time, if you're traveling to like a childhood home or a state, you know, it could like bring up a lot of memories, bad or good, that you're not over with, and that your brain wants to talk about and acknowledge. Okay, so you could be like emotionally processing like certain situations at this time that you went through with certain people, and you may not be over it as well. But at the same time, while you're processing, it's going to help you gain a new perspective, because now you get to be objective about the situation, look back, and now you're able to heal from it and put things into perspective with this energy. Like everything, I believe, happens for a reason, and we end up in these circles with other people in our lives. In order for us to show more empathy, to put ourselves in other people's shoes, you know, in order for us to transform, and why we attract the situations that we attract. So you could be going through something like that at this time with this energy. I feel for some of you, business could be very brutal at this time, or super competitive with this energy here as well. Or even friendships could be very competitive, okay? So I would be careful with other people. I really wouldn't go talking about yourself too much with others, because that could put them in a mood to feel the need to compete with you, or you may be competing for somebody's friendship during this time period, and it's really not worth it. I promise you, if you have to compete for a friendship, it's not worth it. And I do see somebody being a tyrant, so this person's best avoided in silence. All right, I love you, my Cappies. Show your love and support to your girl Marie, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share, because this